Good morning to all my dear students. Today we are starting with the accountancy lecture. In this lecture we are going to start some theoretical base of accountancy. Okay, before that initially we started with the practical problems, all the practical lectures which are based on this theory only. ओके बट अगर मैं आपको पहले थेरी सिखा देती सो देयर माइट बी चांसेस के आपके थिंकिंग के ऊपर से आपके अंडरस्टैंडिंग के ऊपर से चले जाते वो बहुत सारे अकाउंटिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स हो या वॉट एवर वी आर गोइंग टू लिसन और वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न इन दिस टॉपिक. ओके सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल प्रैक्टिकल प्रॉब्लम्स आर मच मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट टू अंडरस्टैंड द थेरी बेस. ओके अदरवाइज बाकी सब्जेक्ट्स में कैसे होता है फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दे try to solve theory, they try to make you understand theory theoretical base, and then they shift or move on towards the practical. But in this lecture we are going to start or we are going to give a second priority to our theory base. Okay, और जो practicals हुए हैं उसके base पर ही this theory is there. Okay, now we are starting here with accounting concept, conventions and principles. Okay, so what is accounting concepts? See, once the concept is clear, then universally every accountant will follow the same rule, the same principle. Okay, and such rules are known as generally accepted accounting principles. Okay, क्या डेबिट करना है क्या क्रेडिट करना है, which are the things to be debited and what are the things to be credited, and at the same time there are certain accounting aspects which we have studied in accounting equation, that is what capital drawings, how to give treatment for the capital, how to give treatment to the drawings. All those things should be in a similar manner for each and every accountant while making the preparation of final account. Okay, so these are generally accepted accounting principles, and based on that what are those rules, those concepts we have to clear in this lecture. Okay, see, accounting is a means of communicating the results of business operations to various parties, right? Of course, if I am going to invest my money into the shares of any company, so what I will do is first of all I will study their accounting papers, or I will study their final accounts. Okay, so for the investors, for outsiders, for banks who is providing loan to that company, all those are rely on the company's accounts. Yes or no? So the owner, creditor, investors, banks, financial institutions, government and other agencies, hence it is rightly called as language of business. Yes, of course, whatever we are listening, whatever we are studying nowadays in the accountancy, that is what business language, one type of business language, that how you are going to grow your business, how your business is developing, what are the criteria of your business, all those things we are providing to the people in पेपर न्यूमेरिकल फॉर्मेट. ओके, ऑन पेपर न्यूमेरिकल फॉर्मेट में ही हम उनको क्या बोलते हैं, हमारे बिजनेस कैसे डेवलप हो रहा है वो दिखा सकते हैं. ओके, accounting is not only associated with business but also with the everybody who is interested in keeping an account of monetary transactions. Okay, in your at your domestic level also you can start with the accounting. Okay, आप डोमेस्टिक लेवल के जो कुछ भी आपके खर्चे होते हैं, इनकम होते हैं, दैट थिंग also you can maintain in a monetary terms, in a monetary transactions. You can simply open up your bank passbook, there you will see all those monetary transactions which you have done with your bank. That is also one type of accounting. Generally, the term accounting refers to the financial accounting. Bookkeeping and accountancy is an art of recording, classifying, and summarizing transactions of business concern in a systematic manner. Okay, all of you clear? So, this is what the accounting, and how to solve or how to write or how to put all those accounting criteria on paper, that thing we can conclude by having concepts. So what are those concepts and what are the importance of such concept? So such concepts gives you a reliable financial statement, because everyone is following the same type of concepts while preparation of financial statement. Uniformity in the presentation, Why? Because it is generally accepted accounting principles. Based on that, we are going to study this concept. So ये uniformly कहाँ पर accepted है? All over world में accept किए जाते हैं. Okay. Generally acceptable basis of measurement, proper information to all, and valid and appropriate assumptions. Because in all those accounting principles, these concepts provides a foundation to the accounting process. No organization can prepare its financial statement without considering these concepts. Okay, so these concepts guides the accountant as how to record and report the transactions. Whatever transactions we have recorded till today, all those transactions were completely based on accounting principles. अगर आपको practical subjects बहुत समझ में आता है तो आपको ये theory भी easily समझ में आएगा. Okay, so without wasting time, we are going to start with the first concept of accounting, that is business entity concept. I think I have told you that business is a separate entity. It has a separate legal status. Okay, it has a common seal as a signature, etc. What does it mean? Suppose I am opening my business ABC Limited. So I am a different thing, I am a different person, and my ABC Limited is a different person from the eye of law. Though both are one and same thing, because I am the only person who is running that business, but from the eye of law, these both are very different thing. That is what the business entity concept. See, this concept implies that a business unit is separate and distinct from the owner or owners, that is the person who supply capital to it. Based on this concept, accounts are prepared from the point of view of business and not from the owner's point of view. Because मैंने आपको बताया था who we are business while writing or while putting any kind of data in the business in the balance sheet equation or else in the journal entry, while passing journal entry, हम खुद को क्या कंसिडर करना चाहिए? हमें बिजनेस कंसिडर करना चाहिए. वी आर बिजनेस. ओके, एंड आउटसाइडर होगा, क्रेडिटर्स होंगे, ऑल दोज आर व्हाट? दे आर नॉट बिजनेस, दे आर कनेक्टेड टू द बिजनेस. Suppose I am opening my business and invested 5 lakh rupees as a capital. So that from business point of view, that capital is liability for the owner of that business. Okay, not for the owner, for that business that capital is liability. अगर मैंने 5 लाख बिजनेस में डाला है तो वो बिजनेस की लाइबिलिटी है कि वो 5 लाख बिजनेस क्या करेगा? मुझे आगे जाके रिटर्न दे देगा. ओके, बिकॉज ये बिजनेस है, बिजनेस ने क्या किया है? बिजनेस मन से बोरो किया हुआ 5 लाख रुपया है, एंड दैट इज वाई वी शो कैपिटल अमाउंट इन द लाइबिलिटी साइड ऑफ बिजनेस. ओके, according to this concept, only business transactions are recorded in the books of account. Underline this. Personal transactions of the owners are not recorded, but their transactions with the business, such as capital contributed to the business or cash withdraw from the business for the personal use, will be recorded in the books of accounts. Okay, as we have studied in the accounting equation, बैलेंस शीट इक्वेशन में हमने देखा था दैट मिस्टर समीर स्टार्टेड बिजनेस बाय इन्वेस्टिंग 1 लाख. सो हमने क्या किया था? कैपिटल में ऐड कर दिया था कितना? 1 लाख रुपी. ओके, एंड मिस्टर समीर विड्रॉ 5,000 फॉर पर्सनल यूज. सो सिंपली व्हाट वी हैव डन इज फ्रॉम 1 लाख वी डिडक्ट 5,000 रुपीज एज अ ड्रॉइंग्स. ओके, बिकॉज बिजनेसमैन ने क्या किया है? बिजनेस में से पैसा निकाला है, खुद का पैसा निकाला है, सो ऑटोमेटिकली कैपिटल विल डिडक्ट. ऑल ऑफ यू क्लियर? सो इट इम्प्लाइज दैट बिजनेस इटसेल्फ ओन्स असेट्स एंड ओन्स लाइबिलिटी. एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पर उन्होंने दिया है. सी, हाफ ऑफ द बिल्डिंग इज यूज्ड फॉर बिजनेस ऑफिस एंड अदर हाफ ऑफ द बिल्डिंग is used for residence of proprietor. Okay, I am the owner, I am the proprietor of that business. पूरा बिल्डिंग मैंने ले लिया है, out of which 50% बिल्डिंग I have occupied for my business and 50% के बिल्डिंग में मैं क्या करती हूँ? मैं खुद रहती हूँ. सो टोटल रेंट कितना है? 50,000. So what I am supposed to do is, for business I am going to set aside 25,000 rent, and the further 25,000 interest I am going to pay off. Okay, so in my accounting treatment, कैपिटल में से मैं क्या करूँगी, 25,000 को आई विल डिडक्ट एज अ ड्राइंग्स, बिकॉज आई एम यूजिंग दैट पर्सनल प्रॉपर्टी एंड माई बिजनेस इज ऑल्सो यूजिंग द सेम प्रॉपर्टी. सो 50-50 खर्चा हो गया कि नहीं. 50,000 रेंट है, सो 50% विल बी पेड बाय बिजनेस एंड 50% विल बी पेड बाय मी. ऑल ऑफ यू क्लियर? मूविंग टूवर्ड्स next concept is money measurement concept. What is money measurement? Whatever the things you are going to record in your accounting transaction, all those things should be in a monetary terms. Okay, monetary terms जिसको पैसे में आप तोल सकते हो. We have passed journal entries. Okay, and in that we have given the section of amounts also. कैश को सब्सिडरी बुक्स में हमने कैश बुक देखा, डबल कॉलम कैश बुक देखा. We have studied balance sheet equation. In that also we have given separate amount column, okay, to mention the things in a monetary terms. This is what the money measurement concept. Okay, so this concept implies that only those transactions which can be expressed in terms of money are recorded in the books of accounts. Okay, सिर्फ money measurement वाले ही transactions को you have to record in your books, and at the same time those transactions should be related with business only. Okay, it should be related with business only. Personal transactions वहाँ पर record करेंगे क्या? नहीं. Okay, because हमने बिजनेस एंटिटी कंसेप्ट में देखा है, इफ़ यू आर गोइंग टू रिकॉर्ड पर्सनल ट्रांजेक्शन से देन दोज पर्सनल ट्रांजेक्शन विल बी इन द ड्राइंग्स कॉलम, बिकॉज ड्राइंग्स मीन्स व्हाट, बिजनेस में से बिजनेसमैन क्या करता है, कुछ पैसा निकाल लेता है. दैट इज व्हाट ड्राइंग्स. Since money serves as the medium of exchange, transaction expressed in money are recorded and the ruling currency of the country is measuring unit of the accounting. These generally accepted accounting principles says that whatever the things you are going to record, all those things should be in a money measurement matter. But if you are sitting in a USA, सो वॉट यू आर गोइंग टू डू, आप यूएसए के कोई कंपनी का आप अकाउंट्स हैंडल करते हो, सो मनी मेजरमेंट शुड बी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ डॉलर बिकॉज देयर रूलिंग करेंसी इज डॉलर. इफ यू आर इंडियन अकाउंटेंट, देन वॉट यू आर गोइंग टू डू इज यू आर गोइंग टू मेजर all those accounting transaction in a rupee. Transactions which do not involve money will not be recorded in the books of accounts. For example, working condition of workplace, strike by employees, efficiency of the management, etc. will not be recorded in the books as they cannot be expressed in terms of money. Because all those are things, workplace, strike of employees, working condition of that particular area, at working atmosphere of that particular job profile. Okay, मैनेजमेंट के डिसीशंस कैसे रहते हैं, all those things you cannot measure in a money matter. Okay, in the money concept, all those things are poor qualitative things. Okay, आप उसके quality check कर सकते हैं, whether that quality is poor, whether that quality is efficient, whether that quality is good or not, etc. It helps to understanding the state of affairs of business as money serves as a common measure by means of which heterogeneous facts about the business are recorded. What does it mean? different जो facts होते हैं business के, which are very much different by others. So all those facts we can record in a money terms. What does it mean? debtors है, creditors है, there are certain banks, some investors or investments which we have done from the by using money of our business. So all those things are very much different with each other, they are heterogeneous in nature. So all those factors we have to commonly measure in a money terms only. Example they have given, if a business has 5 computers, 2 tables and 3 chairs, so what simply we do is, in the accounting equation what we have done, हमने असेट साइड्स पे ओनली कंप्यूटर्स, टेबल्स, चेयर्स लिख के छोड़ दिया था. नो, वी हैव एक्सप्रेस्ड ऑल दोज फर्नीचर एंड फिक्चर्स इन अ मॉनेटरी टर्म्स. ओके, सपोज देर आर computers of 1,50,000, tables for 15,000, chairs for 2,500. So this is what money measurement concept. Next concept is cost concept. Cost concept is most essential or most crucial concept while preparation of accounting. So now what is cost concept? See, whenever you are going to buy any of the asset for your company or for your organization. So if suppose I am purchasing some machinery for rupees 10 lakh, okay, I have purchased those machinery 5 years ago. So what I am going to do is I am going to write down that machinery. I am going to record that machinery, purchased of machinery, in the balance sheet asset side for rupees 10 lakh only. ओके 5 साल के बाद भी उसकी प्राइस क्या रहेगी, चेंज होती जाएगी. बट वॉट आई एम गोइंग टू शो इज आई एम गोइंग टू शो दैट 10 lakh rupees along with depreciation. ओके दैट थिंग इज मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट. सपोज मैंने एक और मशीनरी परचेस की थी 10 years ago. Okay, or else right now I am going to purchase machinery for rupees 10 lakh and their estimated time period, lifespan of that machinery is 10 years. So what I am going to do is 10 lakh की मशीनरी को मैं धीरे 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 करके 10 years में depreciate करते जाऊंगी. Okay, see, an asset is recorded in the books on the basis of historical cost, that is the acquisition cost. Cost of acquisition, that is what cost of purchase will be based for all further accounting. ओके हमने डेप्रिसिएशन नहीं सीखा है तो इसीलिए ये थोड़ा आपके लिए ट्रिकी होने वाला है. बट नो मैटर, आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन इट प्रॉपरली in upcoming lectures also. Okay, we are going to study what is depreciation. See, it is recorded at cost at the time of purchase but is systematically reduced in a book value by charging depreciation. मैंने अभी यही बोला. सपोज आज अगर मैं 10 लाख की मशीनरी परचेस करती हूँ, 10 लाख मशीनरी 10 lakh की मशीनरी आई एम गोइंग टू यूज़ फॉर 10 years, further 10 years. So what I am going to do is I am simply going to minimize that amount of acquisition from my balance sheet by having depreciation. ओके वो क्योंकि क्या होता है, अगर आज मैं मेरे घर पे वॉशिंग मशीन लेती हूँ 10,000 का, अगले साल उसकी प्राइस 10,000 ही रहेंगी. इफ़ आई एम गोइंग टू रीसेल इट, नो, वो 10,000 का जो वॉशिंग मशीन है मे बी होपफुली मैं क्या करूँ सकती हूँ 9,000 में नेक्स्ट ईयर में मैं सेल आउट कर सकती हूँ. सो रिमेनिंग 1,000 इज़ वॉट डेप्रिसिएट वैल्यू. इफ़ यू आर गोइंग टू परचेस वन कार, सो आज अगर आपने 5 लाख रुपीज़ की कार परचेस की हो, नेक्स्ट ईयर यू आर सपोज टू सेल आउट दैट कार नॉट फॉर 6 lakhs. ओके 5 लाख की कार की प्राइस क्या हो जाती है, 4 लाख हो जाती है. ओके सो what we do is in the balance sheet we simply differentiate that amount के परचेस कब की थी और उसकी आज की वैल्यू क्या है. सो जो आज की वैल्यू जो होती है उसका जो डिफरेंस होता है दैट इज़ व्हाट डेप्रिसिएशन. ओके सो वो जो डेप्रिसिएशन है वो सिंपली हम क्या कर देते हैं, डिडक्ट कर देते हैं फ्रॉम द बैलेंस शीट. Here they have given you example. See, furniture is purchased for 3 lakh and the same cost has been recorded in the books. Okay, आपको भी यही करना है. As and when you are going to purchase furniture, you are going to purchase some fixed assets for your business. Being accountant, you have to mention their cost price, not rather than actual price of that particular thing. Okay, in case of market value goes 1 lakh or 1,50,000, it will not be considered. अगर वो फर्नीचर की वैल्यू आगे जाके कम होती है सो बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स में आप कम वैल्यू डालोगे. नो, यू आर गोइंग टू पुट फर्नीचर कॉस्ट एज 3 lakh ओनली. ऑल ऑफ यू क्लियर. ओके और जो डेप्रिसिएशन आता है दैट डेप्रिसिएशन अमाउंट वी आर गोइंग टू शो इन another column or in a same column but we have to deduct that depreciation amount because 3 lakhs का फर्नीचर आज हमने परचेस किया है, नॉट नेसेसरी कि नेक्स्ट ईयर वो ही प्राइस 3 लाख रहने वाला है. फर्नीचर का वैल्यू कम होगा. सो 50,000 से अगर कम होता है सो सिंपली डिडक्ट डेप्रिसिएशन 50,000 फ्रॉम 3 lakh. ओके एंड नाउ द प्राइस ऑफ फर्नीचर इज़ नाउ 2,50,000. बट फर्नीचर के सामने अगर हमने 3 लाख का फर्नीचर परचेस किया है, सो यू हैव टू डिस्क्लोज 3 लाख रुपी अमाउंट ओनली based on cost. If I have purchased a real estate property for my business, suppose मैंने एक शॉप परचेस किया है, okay, one land I have purchased, so that land and building is for rupees 2.5 crore. Okay, so I'm going to mention that amount as it is 2.5 crore. And land and building is such type of fixed asset which has appreciation, मतलब appreciate होता जाता है, their market value goes on increasing level. आज 2.5 करोड़ है, तो आगे जाके मार्केट में उसी का वैल्यू क्या हो सकता है, 4 करोड़ भी हो सकता है. येस और नो. बट आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू mention or I am not going to record that appreciated value of such land and building. I am going to record only 2.5 crore of such land and building. All of you clear? I have another example of cost concept, that is ये तो depreciation का matter है, we will see this later on. Okay, but cost concept में suppose if you have purchased one washing machine, okay, that washing machine cost is say for example 30,000 and other charges, that is fitting charges, उसके और जो transportation charges होते हैं, fitting charges होते हैं, setting charges, all those installation charges are for rupees 5,000. सो मेन कॉस्ट ऑफ दैट मशीनरी इज़ 30,000. उसके साथ साथ जो अदर एक्सपेंसेस आते हैं, ऑल दोज आर 5,000. सो द टोटल कॉस्ट ऑफ दैट मशीनरी इज़ हाउ मच, 35,000. So you are not going to write down only and only 30,000 for washing machine. You are going to write or you are going to record the cost of that machinery is total 35,000. All of you clear? So this is what are cost concepts. So here we have studied three basic concepts of accounting, that is बिजनेस एंटिटी कंसेप्ट, जिसका मतलब क्या होता है, बिजनेस इज सेपरेट थिंग एंड बिजनेसमैन इज सेपरेट थिंग. बिजनेसमैन कैन नॉट रिकॉर्ड हीज पर्सनल थिंग्स इन द अकाउंटिंग ऑफ बिजनेस. if he personally withdraw something, so simply business will less or business will minimize that drawings amount from the capital. Capital क्या है, capital is the thing which business has borrowed from businessman. Okay, and that is why we show that capital in the liability side. Next, money measurement concept. Whatever the transactions you are going to record, all those transactions in should be in a rupee manner. It should not be in a qualitative manner, it should be in a quantitative manner. And the cost concept is associated with the price of that particular assets, price of acquisition, price of purchase. Along with that, if you have incurred certain expenses, so all those expenses should also be measured in that particular asset. Okay, you don't have to consider the market value of that asset, you just have to consider the cost of purchase of that particular asset. All of you clear? So this is what three concepts which we have studied. In the next lecture also we are going to study some of the concepts. Till then you just revise it, write it down in your notebook. From exam point of view, this theoretical question is important, most expected question is it is. Now we are done for the day. Thank you.